Long before Hollywood became the dream factory we know today, a small man with a bowler hat and a crooked cane changed what movies could be. His name was Charlie Chaplin, one of the first global superstars and still one of the most beloved. Most people know Chaplin for the Tramp, that lovable drifter with the funny walk and the sad eyes, but behind the laughter was a story full of struggle, rebellion, and brilliance. Charlie was born in London in 1889, into deep poverty. His father abandoned the family, and his mother, a music hall singer, lost her voice and her health by age 9. Chaplin was living in a workhouse, but even then, he found escape through performing, copying the people he saw on the streets and turning hardship into humor. When he was just 19, he joined a touring comedy group that brought him to America. There, his talent exploded within a few years. He was not only acting but writing, directing, producing, and composing music for his films, something few people realize, that haunting tune from modern times. Chaplin wrote it himself. One of the most fascinating facts about him is that Chaplin never became a U.S. citizen. Even though he lived and worked in America for decades, he said he belonged to the world, not to one country. That attitude didn't always sit well during the tense political years that followed. By the 1940s, his films began to carry sharper messages. The Great Dictator, released in 1940, boldly mocked Adolf Hitler, at a time when the U.S. was still neutral. Chaplin played both a Jewish barber and a dictator who looked suspiciously like Hitler himself. The film ends with a heartfelt speech about kindness and humanity, one that still gives people chills today. Here's another little-known story. Chaplin once entered a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest and lost. According to legend, he came in around 20th place. Imagine being too un-Chaplin to win as yourself. Despite his fame, Chaplin's life wasn't always easy. During the McCarthy era, he was accused of having communist sympathies. When he left the U.S. for a film premiere in 1952, his re-entry permit was revoked. He ended up settling in Switzerland with his family, where he continued to write and compose. In his later years, he received countless honors, including an honorary Oscar in 1972. When he walked onto that stage, the audience gave him a 12-minute standing ovation, the longest in Academy history. Chaplin once said, "A day without laughter is a day wasted," but he also believed that behind every laugh should be a touch of truth, a reminder that humor can heal, challenge, and connect us. More than a century later, his work still does all three. If you've only seen Chaplin as the man with the funny walk, take another look. He wasn't just acting, he was telling the story of all of us, the dreamers, the underdogs, and the ones who keep smiling, even when life gets tough.